So Catherine knows that her childbearing days have come to an end. And so she is actually working on knitting some baby onesies. She knows that Josephine is still a toddler, but she's also planning on Josephine, carrying on her legacy of having a lot of babies with a lot of different Sims. Great legacy. Good job, Catherine. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Heathwyn and we are back today to play some more of our 100 baby challenge with our matriarch, Katharine, who has had her final pregnancy and her final baby, which is a little crazy. In our last episode, she aged up into an elder and then delivered that last child, and Katharine now is done having babies. So we're kind of moving into the point in the challenge where really we're just focusing on the kids that are in the house, getting all of their criteria met so that we can age them up and get them moved out and on their own, and then we can get started with matriarch number 2. I don't know how long any of that is going to take, so it's probably going to be a couple of episodes without any new births. It's going to just be working on getting those current kids out of the house. So if we come over into our game, you can see that the latest child, Daniel, has now been born. He is over here. He is a baby. Katharine is an elder now, which means she is just going to help her kids kind of max out everything that they need to max out, live the best life that they can live, and maybe actually knit some things. Maybe that will get to happen. So kind of recapping who is currently in the house. So we're coming up on a weekend, so the kids will not be going to school. Our first set of twins that are in the house are Tessa and Gregory. They are both B students, so they do need to get to school one more time before they become A students and can potentially age up. This weekend, they'll be working on doing some of that extra credit work, getting their homework done, getting all of those skills up that they need to finish that. So Tessa and Gregory are kind of checking those boxes. It does look like Gregory has already done everything that he needs to do to get an A, so he might be fine. Taking a look at their character values, Gregory does need to get his responsibility into range, as does Tessa, so doing some homework, doing that extra credit project, that is all gonna help. The second set of twins that are children are Jenna and Adrian. They are also both B students, and Jenna has quite a bit of work to do. I mean, yeah, you can like video gaming, sure, why not? To get her skills up to level 4. She has 2 at level 2, so she needs to, actually all of her skills are at level 2, so she needs to work on skills some this weekend. And then our last set of twins and our second matriarch are Josephine and William. Josephine needs to finish imagination, potty, and thinking. And William, has a lot to do on imagination, movement, potty, and thinking. So there's still a little ways before they're ready to be children. Maybe we can have them be ready to be children before Monday comes along. I actually think that that's probably doable. And then Daniel was just born, and we're still looking at a couple of days before Daniel is going to be a toddler. So lots of skilling to do over this weekend to get everybody ready for the next stage of their lives and ready to move towards our next matriarch. As I said, Jenna is our next matriarch, so we're going to want to very much be paying attention to her traits and really hoping for some good ones and ones that are going to work for her as a matriarch. She's currently angry because she has played with too many toys. So, like toddlers are. Right, so Gregory's needs are doing pretty well, but we're going to have him come over and work on his school project and work on that and try to get his responsible trait in range. So this person, Jayla Sterling, just called Gregory and said, I almost got my phone taken away because my parents heard what we were talking about. I will just talk to you at school. Bye. I wonder what Gregory was talking to her about. I mean, he definitely has a very unconventional home life. I mean, Katharine is a single parent and she's had babies with a lot of different men. So maybe he was talking about that and her parents didn't like it and threatened to take away her phone if she kept talking to him like that, which is kind of sad because it's definitely not Gregory's fault. Okay, Morgan Fletcher, who is the baby donor for Daniel, the last child, just called and said, "A loved one that departs from this earth never truly leaves, for they are still alive in our hearts through us. They live on. My condolences. Can I come and see you?" I mean, okay, did somebody else die? No. No, I think it's still just being sad about, who was it? Someone. Marcus Flex. Marcus Flex died. So I think Catherine's still just sad about that. All right, William just reached level 3 of the movement skill, which is good. Tessa is like not okay. She's very tense. She's feeling like a fool. I don't know what happened to make her feel like a fool, but she does. She's blushing deeply from embarrassment. She practiced something in the mirror and that embarrassed her, I guess? I don't know. But Gregory's responsible trait is now in the range to earn that character value, so that's good. That means that for Gregory, he just needs to get that A, and then he'll be ready to age up and move out. Tessa, she's having a moment. All right, since everyone seems to be doing okay and Katharine is okay, we are gonna do another yard sale here. Now that we know that we have our next matriarch, we want to try to like save up as much money as we can so that Josephine has like at least enough to like get a starter house to get going with. Oh, we also need to remember to lock the door. Lock for everyone but household members. Okay. All right, and Gregory finished his extra credit project, so that was really good. Good job, Gregory. That's done. So he is really, I think he's on track to get an A. And Tessa is doing a little bit better and feeling more inspired, so maybe we'll have her come over and work on her project as well and try and get her ready to go. Okay, we've got some people kind of showing up, starting to buy a few things from our yard sale. Katharine has been doing this a lot. Oh, hey, here's Jonathan. Jonathan is one of our children. Jonathan was child number 6. He was one of the Makoa twins. I have to like look because I can't remember. There's so many of them. Also, my daughter definitely came into my game and made over a bunch of Sims. Oh, and here's Jocelyn. Jocelyn was child number 3. So Jocelyn, they were actually one of Marcus Flex's children, and Marcus Flex is the one that passed away recently. All right, this yard sale of Catherine's is going a little bit better than the previous one. The previous one, I don't know that we actually sold anything at all, but this one's going a little bit better. We're making some progress. All right, Catherine's yard sale is over. There was some progress made. She definitely probably made about 2,000 simoleons, so that's pretty good. That's not too bad. Definitely random stuff. Always random stuff. Oh, Gregory, what a good kid. He just finished his extra credit work as well. He's definitely like angling to get that A. And he's cleaning up. All right, Tessa has finished her school project and earned some extra credit. So that's good. And her responsibility is getting really close to being in range. So I think probably having her do some homework and also doing some extra credit work is going to kind of push her over the edge so that hopefully when she goes to school on Monday, she will be ready to age up. So Katharine knows that her childbearing days have come to an end, and so she is actually working on knitting some baby onesies. She knows that Josephine is still a toddler, but she's also planning on Josephine, you know, carrying on her legacy of having a lot of babies with a lot of different Sims. Great legacy. Good job, Katharine. Anyway, she is knitting some baby onesies that she can give to Josephine to take with her, that Josephine can put on the children that she has when she starts having children. And then she'll always kind of have that memory of Katharine. There's a good chance that Katharine won't be around for when a lot of those children are born. Okay, so Paolo Rocca has just called and he wants to come and meet the new baby. So Paolo is the baby donor of Adrian and Jenna. So we're gonna say, no, you don't need to come over and meet the new baby that I had with someone else entirely. A little awkward. Daniel is now doing fairly well. He just needs imagination and potty, and he is really close on the potty. Josephine needs imagination, potty, and thinking. So she's kind of fallen a little bit behind. So, but she and William are going to come over here and play together with the dolls, and hopefully we can get them Get them close here. Right, William has now reached potty level 3, and Josephine is getting close. She's at 74%. She is watching William go potty to kind of learn herself, and she is close enough. We're gonna send her to go potty as well. William is a little bit tired. Can we have Gregory, like, read him a story, maybe? Here, why don't you come and play with toys? All right, Josephine is at 88%. She's like so close. That's all she needs. And William just needs some imagination. So they're gonna sleep a little bit because they're both really tired. And hopefully when they wake up, we can have them kind of finish off those skills and we can get them aged up today. Meanwhile, the older kids are working on their homework and working on the things that they need to do. Tessa is doing her extra credit work, trying to get that responsibility within range. She's very close. Gregory, we know, is already in range and he has everything that he needs. Jenna is good. Adrian is good. Now it's just a matter of getting those toddlers ready to start school on Monday. And Tessa's responsibility is in range now, so very good. An A on Monday and they should be good to go. Adrian has come up to Katharine and said, I was thinking about one of my favorite toys and I can't find it. I'm starting to miss it and feel sad. And I think Katharine would tell him to keep looking for it. It's probably around here somewhere. You'll find it eventually. Keep looking. She may have sold it in a yard sale, but he doesn't need to know that. Okay, it's the Festival of Youth. We haven't gone to the Festival of Youth in a while, and since things are kind of calm, everybody's got their homework done, maybe we will have Katharine take Adrian and Jenna and the teenagers and go to the Festival of Youth. Josephine and William can go to daycare for a little bit while we celebrate that, and then maybe when we come back, they will be ready to like finish off their skills. So we're gonna head over and go visit the Festival of Youth. All right, so Katharine is going to give Jenna and Adrian the Blessing of Youth so that they're satisfied with that. And then they're gonna come over and order some crepes. I think Katharine will get some strawberry ones. Jenna and Adrian are gonna come over and kind of play with some of the things that are around here. Adrian's gonna make some crafts. Jenna's gonna do some experimenting because she's really into science, and so she's gonna kind of play around on the science station. Tessa's also feeling a little bit hungry, so we'll have her come over and order some food too. Maybe she'll get a chocolate crepe. Gregory is feeling very uncomfortable. He's an introvert, he's scanning the area. He's not doing very well, so maybe we'll let Gregory go home because he's like kind of having a tough time. Right, Tessa's kind of feeling like this is all a little bit lame, so she's also going to go home. She's like, all right, I'm over this. I'm done hanging out with all these kids. I'm leaving, I'm going home. Jenna missed out on the experimentation station, so she's decided to hang out on the monkey bars instead. Adrian has made some crafts, so he's gonna put those in his inventory and take home with him. All right, the kids kind of feel like they've done everything that they wanted to do at the Festival of Youth. They didn't do a void critter hunt. They kind of just wanted to play with things and like meet some of the new people. So they're gonna head back home and we can see if we can get those toddlers ready to age up. All right, let's send William out to play with dolls. And Josephine looks like she's gonna need to go potty. So let's send her in to go potty. She's very close. She's at 89% of the potty skill, so hopefully she'll get there. Okay, yay, so Josephine has reached level 3 of the potty skill, so she has everything that she needs. And William is over here playing with dolls. He's at 73%. This should hopefully go pretty quickly as well. It looks like Jenna just did some extra credit work. I think everybody's gonna have a birthday today. I think this is gonna be like, we're gonna get through this weekend and then it's just gonna be birthday, 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 birthday. Because I think all 4 of these guys are gonna go to school on Monday and they're all gonna age up. Plus, Daniel is gonna become a toddler. So all kinds of stuff happening here. Okay, and William has reached imagination level 3 and Gregory is writing stuff. So I mean, go for it, Gregory. You can like writing. All right, so they are ready to become children. So let's have Katharine get the cake out of the fridge. And we'll put the cake here. And we can have her help. We'll start with Josephine first. We'll have her help Josephine blow out the candles. And remember, this is important because Josephine is going to be our matriarch. So we really need her to get something okay for a trait as a child so that when we have to take over with her, it isn't gonna like make it impossible for her to be a matriarch. All right, Josephine is aged up. We're gonna start with using our random number generator to determine what the childhood aspiration is. So we're rolling between 1 and 4, and we got a 4, which is a social butterfly, which actually kind of makes sense for Josephine if she's going to be the next matriarch. Having her be a social butterfly kind of makes sense. So maybe we'll need to like actually play her through with that to kind of get and see if we can complete that aspiration for her before she ages up into a teenager, because I think that that could be something really useful for her. And then her childhood trait, oh, fingers crossed, cheerful. Okay, cheerful is good. A cheerful matriarch we will take. All right, so there is Josephine, and now let's come and blow out the candles for William. Oh, and Josephine's already over here doing her homework. Good for her! All right, and now William has aged up. So again, going to choose his childhood aspiration between 1 and 4. He also got a 4, so that is a social butterfly for him. And his trait will be hot-headed. Okay, better William than Josephine. So he is a hot-headed social butterfly. All right, so there we have it. The last set of twins has now all aged into children, and we do want to give them a makeover. Here we have Josephine, who is going to be matriarch number 2, aged up into a child. I think she is really cute. Her baby donor is Kato Akiyama. And then this is William, her twin, also Kato Akiyama, hence twins. And it's really interesting because they have very distinct looks, even though they are twins. So there we have it. The final set of twins for Katharine are now children. We do still have Daniel to contend with, and Josephine won't be able to move out and get started as a young adult until Daniel is also ready to move out. So there isn't as much of a rush with Josephine and William as there have been with some of the other kids to get them moved out. We can actually maybe like work on aspirations a little bit for Josephine. Since she will be carrying things on, I think it might be worthwhile to kind of develop her a little bit more. And William is already off to a rough start. He has peed himself, he is extremely tired and ready to pass out. We're not off to a very good start with these twins. It is Daniel's birthday, so when Katharine wakes up, we'll be able to age him up into a toddler. We'll wait on his makeover though, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be giving everybody a makeover. So we'll just kind of do that all at once because I really think these 4 are all going to age up. All right, the school-aged kids are all starting to wake up. And Daniel has aged up into a toddler. So Katharine's final toddler's trait will be silly. Okay, it couldn't have been independent. No, that would have been too easy. All right, so Daniel has aged up into a silly toddler. Not looking terrible with his needs, but we can sell these bassinets now because we are done with them. And honestly, Josephine would probably appreciate having the money. But he is already ready for like sleep. So let's see if we can have Katharine come and read him to sleep. So Katharine is reading Daniel to sleep right away. Katharine is fixing a broken sink, of course. And now everybody is heading off to school. This is craziness because there is a single child home. One child, just a toddler. This is like, Katharine's not going to know what to do with herself. I know what we can do with Katharine though, and that's going to be to have a yard sale. Oh, bills have come, so it will be important to have this yard sale to cover the bills. All right, we just got a call from the school that said, when answering a question, Tessa used forbidden words, and it really shocked the teacher. This, I think, has happened before with Tessa, where she used forbidden words, and Katharine is going to say punish away because she doesn't want her children speaking disrespectfully. I'm pretty sure it was Tessa that happened to the last time. All right, Katharine's yard sale's over. She made about 500 simoleons, which isn't great since bills are 2,700 simoleons, but it's better than nothing, and we'll take it. All right, all of the school-age kids have now come home from school. Tessa has an A, Gregory has an A, Adrian has an A, and Jenna has an A. Josephine and William, since they just kind of got started with things, they're still C students. But we have 4 more Sims who will be having birthdays. And we do not have a cake because Katharine put that cake in her inventory. So why don't we have Tessa make the cake? How about a chocolate cake this time? All right, so we'll have Tessa make a chocolate cake and we will get busy aging everybody up and then getting them all makeovers, and Tessa and Gregory will be moving out and moving on to their own. All right, we are going to start with Tessa. We're gonna have her blow out her candles. All right, so Tessa has now aged up into a teenager, and her trait was serial romantic, so we're gonna put that back for her. And her final trait will be overachiever. So she is a loner, erratic overachiever who is a serial romantic. Very interesting combination for Tessa. And Tessa has graduated with honors, so well done, Tessa. Okay, so William has come up to Katharine and said that he had a lonely recess. Last recess, no one wanted to play with me. I just climbed around on my own. If this happens again, what should I do? And I think that Katharine would tell him to ask the other kids if you can join in. It was his first day of school. He didn't really know anybody. And the only way that he's going to get to know people is if he talks to other kids. Why are you all eating the cake? No, we have 3 more kids to age up. Oh my gosh. Okay, Katharine, come make another cake. All right, now let's get Gregory blowing out the candles. All right, Gregory has aged up. He was a master mixologist, so we are going to give him that back. And his final trait will be a vegetarian. All right, so he's a vegetarian. Also graduating with honors. Well done. Okay, and now we're going to move on to Jenna. Have Jenna come blow out her candles. All right, and Jenna has aged up. Now, since this is the first time she will be a teenager, we are going to have to randomize her aspiration, and this is between 1 and 17, and we're getting 11, which is nature. So we're gonna need to randomize one more time between 1 and 8, and we got a 4, which is angling ace. So Jenna's gonna want to fish. Good for Jenna. And then her trait is hot-headed. Why is everybody hot-headed? This is the 3rd kid. So Jenna's hot-headed. Great. So we've got a hot-headed teenager. Excellent. And then our last one to age up is Adrian. So we will have him come blow out the candles. And again, we're going between 1 and 17. 15 for him, which is 16. We're just supposed to be going between 1 and 16. I can't count. But he got a teenage aspiration. So picking between 1 and 4, we got 2. And 2 is admired icon. And then rolling for his next trait is childish. Okay. So we have had a whole bunch of birthdays, a whole bunch of aging up, and we do need to get some makeovers happening, get some of these kids made over, and then that's probably going to be the end of the episode. Our makeovers are complete. Starting with the oldest, going down through the youngest, I will give you a look. Right, so here's Tessa. She's just got a skin overlay to give her a little bit more depth and detail onto her skin. So there's Tessa. Here is a Gregory as a young adult. Next up is Adrian. Here is Adrian, who is like a stick. So this is Adrian. Then we have Jenna. And lastly is little Daniel, the final child born to Katharine. And with that, we're going to end this episode here. Lots of birthdays just happened, lots of craziness. I will get Tessa and Gregory moved out, so they will be gone when we come back for the next episode. And we are just kind of starting to make our way through to get Josephine ready to take over the matriarchal mantle. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!